Imagine if I told you that there are secrets meant only for certain people, secrets so precious they should never be shared with just anyone. Yes, even you might have things you keep close and never talk about casually. It might sound intriguing, right? But it's true. Silence holds a great power, a strength that many don't realize. Actually, staying silent can speak volumes. When you choose to stay quiet, you hold onto an aura of mystery. You become less easy to predict and therefore less likely to be harmed. It's a way to keep your heart safe and your plans secure. Remaining silent is like a tactic to keep those who might oppose you unsure, to keep them guessing and off guard. In this revealing video, I'll discuss 5 important things that those chosen by God should avoid revealing or discussing openly. Certain matters are meant to be kept private, a sacred conversation solely between you and the Lord. Join me as we explore these aspects. 1. Your future plans and dreams. The first crucial thing to keep to yourself is your future plans and dreams. The adversary has limited access to foresee your future, and he thrives on presumptions. By sharing too much, you provide him with the intel to undermine God's intentions for you. Proverbs 29:11 wisely advises that a fool speaks everything on their mind, while the wise choose to hold back. Learn the wisdom of keeping quiet about what God reveals regarding your destiny. Avoid hastily disclosing revelations that may not be entirely clear or established. Consider Mary, the mother of Jesus, who was informed about the miraculous birth of the Messiah. This precious promise was meant to be silently nurtured in her heart until the perfect timing for God's revelation. Visionaries grasp that dreams are like fragile babies, requiring protection and nurturing in their early stages. Prematurely sharing them can lead to misunderstandings, skepticism, and attacks at inappropriate times. Instead of seeking public validation, quietly entrust your visions to prayer. While God may guide you to share fragments with trusted confidants for agreement, resist the urge to eagerly broadcast unfinished dreams. Patiently cultivate them in the secret place until God signals it's time. Keep your divine glimpses private, learning to steward revelation with wisdom and maturity, steering clear of youthful impulsiveness. The future unfolds best when you avoid providing the enemy with intelligence through constant reporting of God's revelations. Safety often lies in silence. 2. Your family matters. The second essential aspect for chosen ones to handle discreetly is family matters. Whether it's marital disagreements, health challenges, financial pressures, conflicts with children, or other sensitive issues, avoid exposing your inner circle thoughtlessly. Some individuals have a habit of never keeping their family matters private, and this behavior can swiftly undermine your family. Not every detail of your relationship with your spouse needs to be shared publicly. Even in disagreements, it's often wiser to address them within the privacy of your home first. Avoid becoming a public spectacle due to an inability to keep matters private. Sharing your family problems with others can be counterproductive, especially since most people have their own challenges but may not disclose them. Publicizing your family matters can be a harmful practice. While it's often said that a problem shared is a problem solved, this doesn't hold true in every case. The outcome depends on who you choose to share your problems with. Sharing with the wrong person can escalate the issue rather than resolving it. Proverbs 17 advises, "Whoever would foster love covers over an offense," and 1 Peter 4:8 emphasizes deep love, which covers a multitude of sins. Avoid oversharing personal problems on social media or indulging in casual gossip with co-workers and neighbors. Avoid granting legal access to those seeking opportunities for accusation. Protect your family from vulnerability by refraining from airing their imperfections before a fault-finding audience. As the priest of your home, address issues privately and shield your inner circle from unnecessary scrutiny. When seeking help, turn to spiritually mature counselors who respect confidentiality. Consider Mary's situation. Imagine if she had rushed to her cousin Elizabeth, complaining about Joseph's initial decision to leave her upon discovering her pregnancy. This family matter demanded wisdom and privacy. Refuse to take the enemy's bait towards resentment or bitterness against your loved ones. Steer clear of slander that taints others' perception of your family. Use moments of dysfunction as opportunities to extend grace and forgiveness. God seeks to heal and restore relationships within a framework of love and confidentiality, not expose drama. Practice restraint, instead of impulsively oversharing, recognizing that once words are spoken, they can never be fully retracted. 3. Your early victories and breakthroughs. Another area of discipline for God's chosen ones is the discretion of keeping early breakthroughs and victories private. When God blesses you with favor, promotions, financial increase, or new opportunities, the temptation to share immediately may arise. Proverbs 21:5 advises, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit. As surely as haste leads to poverty, recognize that your breakthrough is still delicate. Wait for God's timing before unveiling it publicly." Impatience can risk forfeiting the fullness of the promise. Reflect on King Saul's anointing in 1 Samuel 10, where the prophet Samuel advised, "Once these signs are fulfilled, do whatever your hand finds to do, for God is with you." Indeed, it wasn't about broadcasting on Facebook that God is with you, it was a sacred secret. Consider David, who defeated Goliath as a novice warrior. Had he boasted prematurely, the enemy might have swiftly eliminated him before his reign was established. Instead, David remained silent, patiently waiting on the Lord for the next steps. Similarly, if God grants you major business success early on, avoid the limelight until your increase stabilizes. Patience in the early stages can safeguard your achievements and ensure their lasting impact. Joseph exemplified this principle by refraining from boasting about his gifting until he was mature and ready to lead. Broadcasting a fledgling breakthrough can attract unnecessary spiritual attacks, jealousy, and competition. It's wiser to silently establish your foundation before unveiling the fruit. Mysterious maturity confounds enemies. Many young entrepreneurs fall into this trap, proudly declaring early traction for a startup that is not yet stable or permanent. Avoid premature publicity attempting to leverage quick wins not yet solidified. There will be time for more public celebrations later. Let God mature your increase out of the limelight before unveiling it, as impatience can breed attack, envy, and complication, whereas learning to wait on divine timing protects your heart harvest. 4. Your financial status. One unwise practice among chosen ones is openly boasting about financial increase and possessions. In the era of social media, many fall into the trap of pride and showiness, yet ostentatious displays often lead to catastrophe. Proverbs 13:11 warns, "Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow." The wise understand that wealth multiplies through diligent private accumulation, not through bragging. Avoid the snare of seeking validation through flaunting lavish purchases, vacations, homes, and other vain status symbols that shift trust away from God. Do not measure self-worth by fleeting riches. Focus on spiritual maturity and discreet stewardship that breeds lasting prosperity. Instead of feeling jealous of those who show off their wealth, appreciate the quiet dignity of a simple life. Often, facing financial challenges can lead to breakthroughs, and spending carelessly can harm your stability. Focus on pleasing God rather than trying to impress others. Keep your financial information, like income, investments, savings, and inheritances, private, maybe even from extended family. Avoid attracting problems like lawsuits, jealousy, manipulation, greed, or theft by not bragging about your money. Choosing quiet confidence in God's provision and being thankful for what you have is more meaningful than flashy displays to prove your wealth. Prioritize seeking God's kingdom, and prosperity will come in its own time. Alongside keeping your financial details private, it's wise for chosen ones to maintain some secrecy about their career pursuits. When God opens doors for promotions or new opportunities, refrain from sharing every detail on social media to avoid becoming a target for envy, sabotage, unrealistic expectations, or even spiritual attacks trying to disrupt divine alignments. Instead of always posting about your accomplishments, excel with quiet humility and a consistent work ethic. Following the wisdom of Proverbs 27:2, let others praise you, avoiding the need to boast. Share general progress with trusted mentors and family, but resist the temptation to showcase every milestone and title publicly, where envy and pride can thrive. Divine promotion happens organically when we allow God to elevate us at the right time while focusing on obeying His voice, rather than through constant self-promotion. 5. Your spiritual encounters. Guard the sacred by keeping certain spiritual encounters and experiences, dreams, visions, angelic visitations, prophecies, and divine mysteries private. While God may guide you to share a testimony for others' encouragement, many profound moments with Him are meant solely for you. Avoid turning these sacred events into casual conversation pieces. Just as Mary's immaculate pregnancy was initially a secret, revealed in angelic timing, John refrained from writing certain thunders heard in Revelation 10, and Paul, in 2 Corinthians 12, heard inexpressible things he couldn't share. Some revelations are like unborn babies, still developing and meant for a specific time. Allow what God imparts to incubate until the right time, avoiding premature exposure that could harm its survival. Resist the temptation to casually discuss deep spiritual experiences, preserving their sanctity rather than satisfying curiosity. Don't exploit holy mysteries for personal glory in sermon illustrations. Honor the Lord by keeping intimacy private, discerning when to speak boldly and when to maintain inner silence before Him. Discover safety, power, and beauty in mastering the sacred art of holding your peace. Thank you for being here today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering messages. Your support is appreciated. 6. Private relationship issues. Maintaining privacy in your relationships is crucial for fostering trust and intimacy. Sharing intimate details, especially disagreements or conflicts, can have far-reaching consequences. Firstly, it may breach the trust of your partner, as they may expect certain matters to remain confidential. This breach can lead to a breakdown in communication and emotional distance. Moreover, discussing personal issues with others can invite unwanted opinions and judgments, potentially exacerbating the problem. In addition, the private dynamics of a relationship are complex and nuanced. Disclosing intimate details might oversimplify these complexities, leading to misunderstandings when others form opinions based on incomplete information. Furthermore, what might be a temporary issue can be exaggerated when shared with others, potentially causing long-term damage. Respecting your partner's privacy is equally important. Just as you expect your personal matters to be kept confidential, reciprocating this respect is vital for a healthy relationship. Open communication with your partner about boundaries and what can be shared outside the relationship helps establish trust and ensures a secure emotional environment. Overall, keeping relationship issues private contributes significantly to building and maintaining strong, resilient connections.